Hey guys, I am Kristen McNeese. I am one of the co-founders and leaders on Team Fit and Fearless, and I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you're checking out our team. I've been on my personal journey for 3.5 years now, and it has been such a blessing. So I just wanted to come at you and tell you a little bit about who I was before I became a coach, who I am now, and where I see myself going. So who was I before? I started my journey at 5 weeks postpartum. So even before then, like back to my college days, I was a yo-yo exerciser. I'd start and stop. I was never consistent in my fitness. I had a major sweet tooth and was terrible with my nutrition, which scared the daylights out of me because I have a strong family history of type 2 diabetes, and I saw with my health, my nutrition and my fitness that was the same road that I was headed down, and I didn't want that for myself. I was also an excuse queen because I struggled with the fitness and the nutrition aspect. I found reasons of why I wasn't hitting my goals. I was totally controlled by the scale and what the number on that said, and that put my value in that number. And I was full of comparison. I was a introvert that isolated herself. So I didn't want to be around other people because I was constantly comparing myself to them, especially other fit moms. And we were a family that was living paycheck to paycheck. I am a substitute teacher. My husband works at the local hospital as maintenance, and there were some months that were just really hard, and that's why when I started my journey I decided to take the excuse of I don't have enough money to do this, and instead I took my birthday money and I paid for myself to do this, and I paid myself back by helping other people. And then lastly, I was somebody that really struggled with being able to admit my struggles. So after my first son, I struggled with postpartum depression. I didn't actually deal with it in what I had gone through until I was like 1.5 years into my coaching journey, and that's after I'd grown myself and was able to finally deal with it. And then also I was somebody that really struggled with the fact that I'd had C-sections and feeling less than because of that. So that's who I was. That is who I was when I started coaching. I wasn't at my goal weight. I wasn't an expert, and I certainly wasn't confident. Who am I now? I am still a wife. I'm still a mom. I'm still a Christian. I'm still a friend, just like I was then, but definitely a better version of that. And then I consider myself a warrior for postpartum depression. I consider myself a warrior for C-sections, people that have gone through those things, helping them go through those things, just walking alongside them, linking arms with them, and helping them get through those things and feel better about themselves. I am somebody that's gaining financial freedom. We no longer have that awful feeling when it comes to our budget. We have some wiggle room in our budget, and we're paying off debt, which is incredible. I am also a breastfeeding advocate. Before I started coaching, I thought the topic of breastfeeding was pretty taboo, but it's been amazing to help other mamas in their breastfeeding journey and just being able to help them and give them tips and walk them through that journey, because that can be a very frustrating and it can be a very lonely journey. I am a hard worker. I'm an excuse crusher. I'm a leader, a busy mom that finally has control of her schedule for the most part. And I'm an outgoing introvert because I'm not stuck in comparison mode all the time. So I actually enjoy being around people, but I still like my alone time to be able to recharge my batteries. I have a grip on my nutrition, and I am consistent in my fitness, and I focus on strong rather than skinny or on a number on the scale. And then where do I see myself going? So a few of the freedoms I see myself continuing to grow as I continue to go is I see myself having more freedom of time, more freedom of money, more freedom of self-doubt, more freedom in my health. And then also I see myself continuing to grow other women and lead them to their own freedoms and to their own team's freedoms. And lastly, I see myself traveling more. I always, as a child, wanted to travel, but with our income the way that it was, I felt like that was a dream that was never going to be realized, and it's been incredible to be able to already start realizing that dream and knowing that I'm just going to continue to be able to realize that dream. Lastly, what is my favorite thing about coaching? 100%, hands down, it's the people. It's the people that I'm helping that are gaining their own freedoms, but also it's the people that I'm surrounding myself with, the community, the team, the coaching atmosphere. And it's because they're empowering, they're genuine, they're relatable, they're open, they're supportive. You know, we're human, we all have our complaints every now and then, but our complaints come with problem solving and being able to bounce ideas off of other people to problem solve when something isn't going right. And just being surrounded by go-getters. And so that's incredible, and I love it. And I just love being able to help the people on their journey as well. So I hope that you guys all have a fantastic day, and I hope you enjoy the rest of our sneak peek.